Sarah woke at 3 a.m., heart hammering through her ribs. She was 34. No warning, no family history, just 10 years of quiet, invisible pressure slowly dismantling her from inside.
The paramedics said she was lucky. Her cardiologist said something different. He said her arteries looked like those of a 58-year-old. Stress had aged her by 2 decades.
Sarah is not unusual. Millions of people are aging from the inside right now, at their desks, in traffic, in bed staring at the ceiling, and most will never know until it's too late.
We talk about stress like it's a mood, a bad day, a personality quirk. But what if stress is actually a physical substance produced inside your body that corrodes your organs like acid?
The answer begins in a part of your brain the size of an almond, the amygdala. It cannot tell the difference between a lion chasing you and your boss's email at 11 p.m. Both trigger the same alarm.
300,000 years ago, that alarm saved your ancestors. It flooded their bloodstream with adrenaline. Heart rate surged, muscles loaded with oxygen. They ran, they survived. The threat died in minutes. But your threats never die. The mortgage renews, the deadline reloads. Your body pumps cortisol continuously. And cortisol, sustained, is not a survival tool. It is a slow-acting poison.
Cortisol forces your heart to beat harder and faster, every hour, every day. Chronic stress raises resting heart rate permanently. It's the equivalent of running a marathon you never signed up for.
Elevated cortisol triggers inflammation inside arterial walls. Cholesterol rushes in to repair the damage. Plaque builds, layer by layer, month by month. This is how stress constructs a heart attack, brick by invisible brick.
Remember, we're still only talking about your heart. Chronic stress simultaneously destroys 5 other organ systems, and one of them, the one we reveal at the 3-minute mark, is the most disturbing of all. Cortisol tells your immune system to stand down. In short bursts, genius. But chronically, your defenses collapse. Cancer cells multiply unchecked. Viruses go undetected.
A 2012 Carnegie Mellon study found chronically stressed people are 3 times more likely to catch the common cold. 3 times. People with high stress scores develop infections faster, heal slower, and die younger. Cortisol is neurotoxic. Sustained stress physically shrinks the hippocampus, your brain's memory center. Not metaphorically, not gradually, measurably. MRI scans show it. Stressed brains are smaller brains.
Your gut contains 500 million neurons, a second brain. Chronic stress severs the gut-brain connection. IBS, Crohn's, acid reflux, bloating, not weakness, not diet, biology. Your nervous system at war with your digestive tract.
Here is what nobody tells you. Stress doesn't just damage your body, it rewrites your DNA. Telomeres, the protective caps on your chromosomes, physically shorten under cortisol. You age at a cellular level. This is measurable, irreversible. Nobel Prize research confirmed it. People in high-stress professions have telomeres equivalent to someone 10 years older. A 40-year-old caregiver can have the biological age of 50. Stress doesn't just feel like aging, it is aging.
The American Institute of Stress reports 77% of people regularly experience physical symptoms caused by stress, nearly 8 in 10 people. This isn't an individual problem. This is a civilizational disease.
Here's the question worth sitting with. What is your body paying for your ambitions right now? Not eventually. Right now, while you're watching this, your cortisol levels are a direct product of choices you're making daily.
Pause and think. Is your stress coming from something you chose or something that was chosen for you? Because that distinction determines everything about whether you can actually change it. Drop your answer in the comments.
If you've had persistent back pain, insomnia, frequent illness, or brain fog, stress is the most likely culprit nobody named. Your body has been trying to tell you. You just haven't been taught to listen.
Now, the moment we promised.
Researchers call it allostatic overload, the biological tipping point where your stress response system permanently malfunctions. After this point, your body cannot return to baseline without clinical intervention.
Sarah reached allostatic overload at 32, 2 years before her 3 a.m. collapse. Her body had been sending signals. Her doctor missed them. She ignored them. The system failed her before her heart did.
The WHO declared stress the health epidemic of the 21st century. Yet medical visits average 11 minutes. Stress screening is rarely standard. The infrastructure to catch what's killing Sarah simply doesn't exist at scale.
Job stress alone costs the U.S. economy $300 billion annually in absenteeism, healthcare, and lost productivity. Companies profit from your output while your cortisol climbs. The math has never worked in your favor.
But here's what the research actually confirms. The physiological sigh, a double inhale through the nose, long exhale through the mouth, reduces cortisol faster than any medication currently approved. It takes 90 seconds.
Social connection is not a luxury. It is a biological stress regulator. Oxytocin, released during genuine human contact, directly suppresses cortisol production. Loneliness amplifies stress damage by 45%. Deep sleep, specifically slow-wave sleep, is when your brain flushes cortisol residue and repairs damaged telomeres. Every hour of lost sleep compounds stress damage. Sleep is not rest. Sleep is biological maintenance you cannot skip. We've built a civilization that treats stress as a badge of honor, busyness as virtue, exhaustion as ambition. But every species that maintains chronic fight or flight eventually collapses. We are not exempt from that biology.
And it doesn't stop with you. Research shows chronic maternal stress alters fetal cortisol receptors, programming the next generation for anxiety before they're born. Stress is not personal anymore. It's inherited.
So the question isn't whether stress is killing you. The evidence on that is settled. The only question left, the one you have to answer for yourself, is whether you're willing to treat your nervous system like it actually matters.
Sarah is fine now. She got out before it was too late. But the body keeps score, and it is always, silently, counting.
Kindly subscribe, like and share, and hit the bell icon.